So here we are at Runswick Bay, looking for fossils and
Mainly
jet. So we're not looking for man-made things today, but you never know what we'll find. And it's Alex's birthday.
Yay!
Happy birthday!
And we're here with Will and Tom, and we're going to have a good time. So let's see what we can find.
Yeah, let's do it. Whitby is a port town in the county of Yorkshire on the northeast coast of England, first recorded as a permanent settlement in 656 AD. The fishing port at Whitby was established during the medieval period, and today Whitby's fishing industry supports much of the town's economy. For over 2 centuries, the area has been a popular tourist destination, known for its rich cultural and historic heritage, including a long maritime history, local mineralogy, and a strong literary tradition, best known for its part in Bram Stoker's novel Dracula. Atop the 199 steps on the town's east cliff, Whitby Abbey stands as a prominent landmark. In 657 AD, Oswy, the Christian king of Northumbria, founded the first abbey under Abbess Hilda. The royal princess Hild later venerated a saint. The double monastery for both men and women became a centre for learning. This was where a stockman named Cardamom was encouraged by St. Hilda and miraculously transformed into England's earliest known poet. Between 867 and 870 AD, the monastery was sacked and destroyed in a series of raids by Danish Vikings. The site then remained in ruins for over 200 years, up until after the Norman conquest of 1066. The land was then granted to William de Percy, who in 1078 donated the land, and a new Benedictine monastery was founded and dedicated to St. Peter and St. Hilda. It was around this time the town was renamed Whitby, meaning White Settlement in Old Norse. For centuries, the monastery continued to thrive as a centre of learning. That was until, in 1538, Whitby Abbey surrendered when King Henry VIII ordered the dissolution of the monasteries. Okay, so here we are looking for jet, and I think the best place I heard to look for jet is near and amongst this rotten seaweed.
So Alex thinks she's found some jet already.
I definitely do.
So let's have a look.
I definitely think this is a piece. I didn't think it would be so easy to find it.
Wow.
Look, can you see it's got lines on it like strata?
Yeah, and it's very shiny.
It's very light, and then some of them have like those fractures, like chips out of them.
You can be fooled though, so we're going to have to test all of these pieces on a piece of light cold stone or something.
Yeah, because they could also be coal.
It could be coal.
But I'm very hopeful for these pieces. From what I've seen before, I think these are jet. I think we found it already.
Yay!
Yay!
Okay, so we're going to test a piece on this light coloured rock, and if it's light brown, then it's jet. So
this is a little bit that I suspect to be jet, okay? So if it's light brown, or even dark brown, it's definitely jet.
mid brown. And
It is!
It's brown.
Oh my goodness! We found some already! Oh, I'm so happy! Look! And that is similar to the other pieces.
And we'll test them again when we get home on...
Oh, and that bit was dark too. That's a bit darker, but it's still brown.
Yeah.
Look!
Fantastic.
How cool! Look, it's got lines on it.
That could be a bit there. Oh yeah, that's got like lines on it.
Yeah.
This bit does too. Kind of.
Look what Mum's found!
It's a devil's toenail.
It's a devil's toenail.
Fossil. How cool.
It's amazing.
We have just found something really unexpected.
Yeah.
And
Look.
it's dragon glass.
It's like ocean glass.
Wow.
It's more like ocean glass, isn't it?
Look at that, so swirly.
That's incredible.
That's amazing. And I found this piece of jasper.
That's wow, that's really jaspery, isn't it? So red.
And this other piece of blue glass as well.
This bit's amazing though.
Wow. Incredible.
I didn't expect to find that here.
No. So there is actually slag glass here as well. Beautiful blue.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
There's more of this absolutely beautiful blue slag glass. There's loads of it here. Look, there's more trunks. It's so beautiful. There's so many swirls in it. Especially these two little bits I found. Look how beautiful, and it reminds me of the ocean. So Mum and I were just talking, and we're thinking of calling this blue slag glass ocean glass. It looks like the sea.
There are some very pretty pebbles here, black with pink inside of them.
How's it going?
Found some pebbles.
Oh,
Some nice fossil coral here. It's really nice.
I'm also making sure I'm checking around the seaweed as well, just in case I find some more jet, because that is the main goal of today. I've always wanted to find jet. I'm so happy I found some already, but there's some more seaweed where Mum is down there, so I'm going to go down there and join her. Oh wow, I'm going to grab this quickly. My hair's everywhere. Oh wow, look at that piece of ocean glass. Oh my goodness, that is so beautiful. Wow. That's amazing. Oh, there's loads of it. I also just grabbed a beautiful piece of aqua sea glass there as well. There's another piece of ocean glass. Oh, and there's a hagstone. There's a little lucky hagstone. Oh wow! When I was a child, I was far more interested in the fossils that you can find eroding out of the cliffs. So I never noticed all these little bits and pieces down here before. Oh, there's another bit. Ocean glass. Wow, there's loads of it. And that's a piece of quartz. It's a really lovely bit of quartz actually. Now this is a piece of coal. I can kind of tell it's coal. Wouldn't it be amazing if that was a giant piece of jet? You never know, we might find some that big. There's not much of it, but I found a few quite nice pieces of sea glass as well.
Look at this piece of slag glass here. Wow. That is amazing.
Who knew? There's slag glass to be found here too.
Yeah, I didn't know.
It's amazing.
Okay, so I found this and it looks like a footprint. And that before, and Alex has just found
A bit of chalcedony, like agate. Bit of agate. Chalcedony.
chalcedony
And we're getting closer to the fossily goodness.
a fossil. It looks like an eye or a sun.
It's an ammonite, but it's so worn down, there's barely anything of it left.
Yeah. But we're getting closer.
We are. We're getting ever closer to the good stuff.
And I've just picked this up and it's another devil's toenail. Cool. Another nice piece of slag glass. That's so pretty. Okay, just look at this.
Wow, look at this piece of slag glass.
Wow.
Isn't that incredible? Look at all the swirls in it. That's going to make the most beautiful, like, stone in a ring, look.
Definitely.
Oh, I didn't expect to find this here. It's absolutely beautiful.
It is, it's gorgeous.
I love it.
Oh, we're so lucky. Here's another nice swirly piece. Not seen much of this on this beach, but that's a beautiful piece of sea glass. A rarity amongst the pebbles. A really strange hagstone here. All goes in there and comes out. Oh, look.
I wonder if that is a piece of jet. I don't think it is. It feels really rough. Oh well. What about that piece there? Oh. Actually, it feels rough. I'm not sure though. Let's test it on a rock. Okay, so here's a rock and I've already tested it. I suspected it wasn't, and when I do this on a rock, this piece of sandstone, when you look at it, it is black, so that means it is not jet, that piece that I found there. Unfortunately. So I'll leave that here. It's probably a piece of coal.
Whitby Jet is the most famous and the best quality jet in the world. It has long been common belief that this jet gemstone is the fossilised wood from an ancestor of the monkey puzzle tree. However, based on new scientific research by local gemologist Sarah Steele, this has now been proven a myth. Whitby Jet is approximately 180 million-year-old fossilised wood from at least 6 different species of tree, none of which are related to the monkey puzzle. The earliest archaeological evidence for the use of Whitby Jet is during the Neolithic period, more than 5,000 years ago. The sacred gem was worked and worn for centuries by the Romans, Vikings, and throughout the medieval period. In the Victorian era, the popularity of jet boomed, prompting an industry surrounding the gem. The first jet workshop was established in 1808, and by the late 1800s there was over 200 jet workshops in and around Whitby. Due to the introduction of new railway links in the 1830s, Whitby's tourist industry was growing steadily, and jet jewellery became a popular souvenir. The Great Exhibition of 1851, co-organised by Queen Victoria's husband, Prince Albert, threw Whitby Jet into the spotlight. and the glossy, deep black gem was introduced to the world. After the death of Prince Albert in 1861, Victoria and the nation entered into a period of deep mourning. Victoria wore almost exclusively Whitby Jet jewellery, and although Whitby Jet had already long been worn as a part of mourning, this catapulted the popularity of jet jewellery and influenced a vastly popular trend in mourning fashion, of which Victoria perpetuated up until her death in 1901.
Oh my goodness, that really looks like jet. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, it does. Can you see how it kind of looks like wood? Which makes sense because it is kind of wood, fossilized wood. Let's try it. I need a rock. Okay. I can't tell on that rock. Okay, I'm gonna have to find a good rock. Oh my goodness! Look! It's brown! Like an auburn, kind of brownish kind of colour. It's jet! Wow, that's the biggest piece I've found so far! That's crazy! Oh, I didn't think I'd actually find any. It was lying on top of the seaweed, so it must be really light. That's so cool. Okay, I'm really lagging behind, so I'm gonna try and catch up with Mum, who's a little bit further over there, and see if she's had any luck finding jet. I'm really excited. I didn't think we'd actually find very much at all. Okay, I found a really good spot. I found these two just down here. When you get close to the ground, you can kind of see all the little black shards of things. And most of it is coal and shale, but that one, you can see the lines on it, I think is jet. So some of these pieces are jet and some are not. Wow. I could be here for hours. It's a bit odd actually, because some pieces are actually wood. Like, that's like a piece of charcoal and it washes up with the fossilized wood. It's like it's the same density still after millions of years. Oh, I think I see a bit there. I think that's a bit. No, maybe not. No, I think I'm getting the hang of looking for it now. It's so light. It's there. That is, I can tell. You can kind of see. Oh, it's not focusing. You can kind of see some lines on it. Still looks like a piece of wood. That's my biggest piece so far. I'm clinging on to it to show Mum. Oh, she's found the boys. Oh, I wonder if they found something. Oh, she's filming them. Oh, they must have found something. I'm gonna have to get a move on.
I've just picked this up and I think it could be jet. Zoom in. It's got that kind of stripiness about it, and look at the end, how shiny it is. So I'm hoping that's going to be a lovely big piece of jet. Okay, so the boys went off looking for fossils and they found some. So Will has found this. Look at that.
Beautiful.
You do have other things.
absolutely
Tom
cool.
has found this
There are loads more too.
in
Hold on.
its rock. Now, we're not sure of the names of these. And Alex is way over there, she might know.
Yeah, she's tracks away.
So,
And I found this. I have no idea what this is. It's like a lumpy bit of rotten stuff.
Funny lumpy thing.
And
Wow, really
a
interesting.
monkey.
A monkey.
Yeah, it's kind of scary. Look at that. Ew.
Yeah, that is a bit
Its
disturbing.
face pushed it.
Fantastic, boys. You did great.
Tracks.
I'm gonna hate you. What have you found? What? What? Oh my goodness. Well, look.
Wow.
Oh, yours is bigger.
I win.
Oh no. I was proud of
Look at
my
the-
piece.
Look at the end. Look how shiny it is.
Oh my goodness.
We've been
That's-
finding some fossils.
And the boys have found some fossils.
Oh, we've got a belemite.
Belemite, that's what you call it.
Oh, and you've got some ammonites as well.
Will's got some nicer ones.
Oh my goodness, look at this.
Now she's not interested in that. So what
Well,
is this?
Will wins.
Belemite.
I think I found two pieces down here. It's beautiful, and you can kind of tell straight away when you pick it up because it's kind of got a smooth texture, and the shale is a little bit more rough. It's amazing. The best jet in the world, and it's just lying here on the beach.
I think it's plastic. I'll take it off the beach. For some reason there's a lot of nut shells. Nuts washed up here. Look like hazelnuts. There's some really strange round holes in the rock here. They're all the same size. How strange. I think that's got a bit of the little bit still in, look. It's like someone's been cutting them out. Look. What are they? This is quite funny. Can you see it? There's a button. A little button. Fancy that. A little button. Alex has just found a star crinoid.
I didn't expect to find that. Look!
Look.
Stars!
Oh my goodness.
I found a bit of a belemine as well.
Belemite.
A belemite.
So did I.
Keep saying, oh wait, there's a bit there.
We've got belemine on the mind. There we go, look.
Oh, how cool! Star crinoids. Oh, I think that's a bit. Yes, it is. Look. See the lines on it? Beautiful.
I'm finding a few of these belemites and I love the end pieces. I think they would make lovely pendants. There's another piece.
Oh, whoa, that's a huge chunk.
That's a nice
I found
one.
a little one.
Another little handful of jet. Because it's actually the jet that we came here for, because Alex has always wanted to find jet here. And this,
And we're finding it!
this was the first beach that Alex came beachcombing on when she was just a little toddler. So it's fitting that she should be here on her birthday.
I'm thinking some of the middle parts would actually make really good beads. These belemnite fossils actually remind me of when I was a kid. When I was little and I found a whole one of these. It was about this size but it's longer and I still have one. Oh.
Look at the pattern on that. Reminds me of a turtle shell. I see a beautiful piece of blue swirling. Oh my goodness, look at that. That is fantastic. Look at that, it's magical. Wow. Here is another piece of what we are calling ocean glass because it looks like the ocean. It's gorgeous. Oh. The only little piece of sea pottery I found. It's so pretty.
The only piece of the day. And it's green.
Okay, so here are all the goodies from our trip. Looking for fossils, but especially looking for jets.
Yeah, this is really what I wanted to find
We are
on this
so
trip.
excited to have found this.
And we're going to test all of our pieces on this piece of sandpaper that we forgot to take with us at the time. So we're going to test to see how much of it is actually jet and how much of it is just coal or shale or whatever.
Yeah, so we'll do that at the end. Yeah.
But we've got in the middle here unexpected finds. So this is all slag glass.
And we find a lot of this on northeast beaches particularly. And each beach seems to have its own different kind of slag glass. But this is absolutely beautiful. Swirly blues and creams.
Yeah.
And we've decided to call it
ocean glass.
Because it looks like the ocean.
It does.
In which it's all been smoothed down.
It just looks like the sea, or that looks like sea foam, doesn't it?
Or it looks like the ocean from space looking down onto the planet. Swirling around.
Yeah, so instead of sea glass, it's ocean glass.
Yeah.
But it actually really weird, but kind of smells like sulphur.
Yeah, we were like rubbing them together when we were washing them, and the smell of sulphur came off them.
Yeah, so they really actually smell a little bit. So we think there must have been sulphur in the glass or maybe the metal. When they were using sulphur, they use it as a colorant, don't they? Yeah.
some glass.
So this slag definitely has sulphur in it, and it is a bit smelly.
We could also call it sulphur glass.
Sulphur glass, yeah. Oh, these are very pretty rocks.
Yeah.
We think they're shale, but we don't know why they've got these amazing, like, veins of colours in.
Yeah, this pink colour. And they remind me, these ones remind me of a turtle shell. Look at that.
Yeah, that just looks like a turtle shell. And like you said, that looks like a footprint.
Yeah, it does.
And look at that. Isn't it cool? So cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, some kind of very pretty shale. More fossils here. These are all of the, well, we've got a big pile of belemnites here, but we'll come to that in a minute. But we've got some ammonites. Will found this one. That's beautiful. It's quite detailed one, that one actually. But we're going to talk more about ammonites in another video.
Yeah, we are.
We're going to go back to Whitby because there's a wonderful legend behind ammonites at Whitby. There's like a little shell fossil there.
Yeah, and this is coral.
Yeah, we always find coral for some reason. It's very prevalent on the coasts up here.
And unexpectedly, some star crinoids.
Oh yeah, I had no idea that there were star crinoids around that area. Actually, I've never found one there.
No.
But yeah, that's definitely a star crinoid, and we talked about crinoids in a previous video already. But there's another one here as well. That's kind of like a squished star shape as well. Oh.
Another hagstone.
Your fossils. Oh yes. It's a fossil of something, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a fossil of a wormhole, I think.
And
these devil's toenails, I found 2 of them.
Devil's toenails are some kind of fossilized shell. We don't know too much about them. But yeah, I've never found one. Mum found both of these. And they're called devil's toenails, obviously, because they kind of look like giant toenails. Oh yeah. Devil's fingernails. Okay, and the last of our non-jet finds are our belemnites. And they are so beautiful. They're such a glossy black.
Yeah, they're lovely. They've got a lovely surface on them, and they polish up really nicely, actually. So belemnites were squid-like creatures called cephalopods, which existed in the Jurassic and Cretaceous periods, and that was 201 to 66 million years ago.
Wow.
So they are pretty old.
And the fossils themselves are actually from the creature's tail, known as the rostrum, which is also known as the guard. So these are not just belemnites, but they're belemnite rostrums or guards. So I think we'll probably call them that in the future.
Belemnite guards.
Belemnite guards, yeah. Which makes more sense. So these are squid bottoms, basically.
Yeah, and it was the only solid part of this creature found in the rear end.
Yeah, so apparently they were like the bony bit of the animal that would counterbalance its head and the tentacles on its head. Yeah. So that's quite interesting, actually. I didn't know anything about belemnites.
And Alex has actually taken one and made it into an amazing little pendant. Yeah,
I just did this. I just had an idea. Well, actually, I think we talked about it in the video. Oh, some of these would make... And it kind of polished up really shiny as well. Look at that.
So you never know. You might see some of these in the shop. And we'll figure out a way of making something with the central pieces as well.
Yeah, I thought beads. You could drill through the middle and make beads.
We could try.
So yeah, there's a squid bottom necklace.
This one is from a really big one. Look,
I know.
It's been squashed. So they were.
They all obviously came in all different sizes.
Yeah, different ages, I suppose.
Some of these are just tiny.
Some of them would have been.
And that one's quite big. So
yeah.
Okay, and what you've all been waiting for is the testing of our jet to see how much jet we've got. We suspect that not all of this is jet because we had another look at it when we got home. We thought, some of this is a bit fishy. Doesn't quite look like jet. So
I think I'll tip it out. And all the jet... Oh, there's a random bead in there.
Oh, yeah, that bead is from somewhere else. Just ignore that.
So, if it is jet, we'll put it in the dish. And if it's not, we'll just...
Throw it in the bin, boo.
Put it over here.
Yeah, okay.
That doesn't look like jet. No.
I think we should start with our biggest piece. So this is my biggest piece, and that's your biggest piece.
My biggest piece.
Okay.
So,
We're looking for
We'll
a
put
cinnamon.
them down this way.
We're looking for a cinnamon brown colour.
The lighter and cinnamonier, the better.
Yes, exactly. But not white, because that does not mean it's jet.
Oh, yeah.
There it is.
Definitely.
That looks like
A
cinnamon.
cinnamon.
Very, very cinnamony. So,
And Alex noticed first that they have this sort of texture on them that does actually look like wood.
yeah, so most of these pieces actually kind of had like a woody
And
texture.
so after Alex pointed that out, it made it much easier to find them. So that goes in the yes dish.
Yay!
Now,
Okay,
Alex.
now I'm going to try mine. Yes, it's
Yes.
exactly the same colour. I knew it. I knew it all along. I wish we'd taken this when we were there.
Here's another piece, let's see. Yep, that one is too.
Yep, that one is. Okay, so we're going to go through all of them and then show you the result at the end. We've got the yes, the definitely not, and we don't really know. So here is what the test strip looks like, and all of these light kind of cinnamony kind of colours are all jet, but there are a few which are a bit confusing, like
the dark could be good quality jet. Apparently is really light and obviously cinnamony.
yeah.
The darker ones could be jet, but just of a lesser quality.
Yeah.
But the very black ones are obviously not jet and probably coal.
Yeah, these were all black, and actually I think we've actually got a piece of plastic.
A couple of pieces of plastic
Yeah,
in
a few
there.
pieces of plastic, so...
So there's a lot of things to fool you out there, and also shale. Shale usually makes a very white mark.
Yes, yeah,
So if you've got a bit of shale here,
Oh yeah, we've got a bit of shale.
you see how white
Yeah,
that is.
it's quite different to the cinnamon kind of
Yeah.
colour that you're looking for, and the black is quite clearly black. Very
So-
different to this cinnamon colour.
If you do go and you find them, you take a bit of really fine wet and dry paper like this, it's the cinnamony, or you take the brown ones as well, because
Yeah, 'cause they might-
could be.
Yeah, they could be, but we've put them in a separate pile because if they are, it means they are a lesser quality, but everything in here is a nice cinnamony, proper, high quality, best jet in the world.
And you can see the texture on the surface there, but not always. So like that one there is more pebbly, isn't
yeah.
it? And if you look, the similarities between that and a piece of coal,
Yes.
it's very difficult to tell. Look
Yeah,
at that.
but you do get used to it. As I was looking, I was kind of... And they've got like certain chips in, so you can see the fracture on the edge of the one Mum found here.
It's very shiny.
See how it's almost like fractured like glass, and it's really shiny where it's broken off. Look,
Yeah.
it's really strange. It kind of chips like you know, a piece of tar, like a piece of bitumen.
Yeah, really hard tar.
Yeah.
Bitumen, yeah.
I don't know how many
difficult to
people know what bitumen fractures look like, but yeah. But yes, this is our attempt at hunting for Whitby Jet, or jetting as it's known as, and I think it was a huge success.
Yeah, we're so excited that we found this, and we're going to be making something with it.
Yes,
So
definitely.
look out for that in the future.
We'll be carving it and making rings, necklaces, you name it, so we're very excited to start working with it as well.
Definitely.
Okay, so on that note, all that's left to say is a great big thank you.
To everyone who's contributed to our channel in any way.
Everyone who's donated, commented, and very, very kindly bought us something from our Amazon wish list. And of course, not to forget all of our patrons who help us go on these amazing adventures every week. So thank you so much to you all, and we'll see you again
Next Sunday.
Bye.
Bye.